Hi and welcome back to the channel. So today what I wanted to talk to you about was how to use the body correctly, and my two favourite drills that I do probably daily when I'm doing this, to help you get a sense of how the body actually works during the swing. So drill number one, my first drill, is actually to do a pulling action in the swing. Now, you can do this with resistance bands if you've got somewhere to put it, but you've got a real sense of how the body actually works. So I actually would say, if I was holding these bands and I was trying to pull something, I would actually use my right side differently to actually create that sensation. So the sensations I would feel from here, if I was going to pull that lever here, as I would put pressure into the ground with my right foot, I feel as though I'm pushing into the ground. This has a reaction then of my right hip going backwards, and my lats and my shoulder would then work back as I was pulling it. So I have a sensation of doing this action, okay? This pulling action, I can feel the pressure being put in. I'm pushing into the ground, which then pushes me back. When I do this, actually, it also keeps me very centralized. So when I do it from face on and I actually pull, it's actually going to keep my pelvis very centralized. I ain't going to sway and I'm not going to stand up. I'm actually going to stay down, and I can really feel it push and pull. From here then, as I'm getting to about here somewhere, I'm about halfway back, I would then have a sensation of pushing my right hip back. For me, I have a sensation of pushing into my right heel. Say if I had spikes in these shoes, it would be that right cleat, and I'd actually be really feeling as I get halfway back, as I'm pushing into the ground, I'm then pushing that into the ground, okay? Even more. I feel like I'm pushing it even more into the ground. I get curled up to here and push up and post up into my left leg from here, and then I would then feel the reverse. I then feel this left leg pushing and that left hip pushing backwards to try and then pull that other way. And that's the feeling that I get, this pulling action. I feel like I'm pushing. I can really feel the ground. I'm using pressure in my feet to really feel that motion. So I'd stand here with the bands, and I'd actually would pull, push and pull this way and finish the swing off. And that's a great way to feel how the pressure is being used in the feet and into the ground to really pull off. I wouldn't use the words rotate. I wouldn't stand here and turn my hips to try and actually pull the bands. I'd use everything to pull backwards. So I'm working in straight lines. As I've said before, my hips go back and back. I don't work in rounds, okay? I think biomechanically that's the best way to work it. To get the swing working correctly, I can really feel that pressure in and push, and that's how I work the swing nowadays. So that's my drill number one. I love that one. Drill number two, okay, is what I call, some people call it the helicopter drill. You can call it whatever you like. I call it the clap hands. I actually would stand here at address. I would clap my hands together in front of me like so. I would then work the right hand back, again feeling the force and the pressure in my feet, feeling it back. I would then try to stretch the shoulder and stretch the chest open as far as I possibly can. This stretching exercise is also good to give you the length of the swing. It also, when I do this as well, it teaches me to keep my shoulder plane correct, but I'm really feeling that motion here. I then drift into my left side, I post into this left leg here, and then I would then work the left leg back, and my right hand will then come into the ball on the correct path as well. I wouldn't stand there and go like this to try and clap my hands. I wouldn't even come underneath either. I'd bring the hands down on the correct path. It gives me a good sense of hand path and how the body works together. From there, clap it, and then I would work on working my left side around as well, which is an area that I struggle with. Through hip injuries from doing old swings, I actually am working very hard to try and work this much better. You'll probably see in some of my practice swings when I'm swinging, I'm trying to really pull that around, okay? So I'm really pulling that around, and then I can come up if I want to. That's my two favorite drills that I do consistently, probably every day, whether I'm in the house, out playing, whatever. I do those every single day.